Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Sorry, we're talking about Ollie's cat being a god. Being not a god, the only god. All worship Ollie's cat.
You know what? Because I hurt my toe, right? And then she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna like sit right on your toe," and it's like give it all the attention possible.
It's probably because it's warm.
It's warm, and also cats like feet. It's just the thing.
Wow. You tell me that I have one thing in common with cats. Cats and I both just love feet. Just love feet. Just really.
Gross.
No, I'm just kidding. All right, so moving on. The engine powers on, and with that, all of the consoles come ding, 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 and you can see like everything powering up all at once in the engine. Sorry, all the consoles around you guys. There's like 5-6 seconds where you just like things are normal, things are powering up. You can immediately read the heat happening behind you, but it's not a concern. You know, it's just that's why you shut the door to protect yourselves, so on and so forth. But then, could all of you guys roll for me a perception intelligence check? Every one of you. Poor Rick. He just rolls garbage consistently. I feel so bad.
I barely get to do anything. When I do, it's garbage.
It makes sense that Winnie, who once again just rolled incredible.
So we're like city cattle, then you'll be in your element.
It makes sense that Winnie is the one that notices, but other people don't. So everybody's just sitting there and saying, when you're kind of like looking around. Rick, with your, did you roll double ones? Did you roll snake eyes? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I rolled
snake eyes. You did roll snake eyes, but I don't think I could punish you with snake eyes in a perception check. It doesn't make sense. Like I don't think you just stub your toe.
He pokes his eye out.
So, but Aaron, what you do notice is that as like this thing's powering up, all of a sudden you notice that your HUD kind of like flickers for a second. You're like, huh, that was weird, and maybe like check something inside your suit, and then you realize like there's something in your suit. There is a bug in your suit right now. Assaulting the systems of your suit and trying to tear them down. It's one of those things where instantly, as soon as you see this, roll for me an intelligence decryption check. Don't forget you roll 3d6 drop 1 on this, even though it's not like your best skill.
3d6 drop 1. How do I do that mechanically?
Best way, I will just type it in here. After the
Wait,
stream,
you've got hacker as a focus?
Yeah. It's just because she's an infiltrator, it's built into it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like her.
I didn't even know
I was about to get really annoyed.
It's just built into her class. Yeah. 3d6, DL1, plus, what's your intelligence modifier?
It is a +1.
And your decryption is 0. So your decryption is 0. So you're going to roll this. So you copy and paste that.
Cool. And we'll just adjust that later.
Yep. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Of course. So instantly what happens is when you look at this, you just very quickly roll and you just like open up the lines of code and you look at it really quickly once again on your HUD. You just see this really quickly and combine that with what you're seeing on your arm tool. Everybody else, you just see Winnie furiously typing away at her Omni tool and like nothing but strings of code taking up her entire HUD so you can see even less of her face than you usually can. It's like she's very clearly handling something intense. Erin, what you noticed, your critical success right there, because once again, you just roll like amazingly. What you notice in your critical success right there is that the code is trying to tear apart your life support, tear apart every part of your suit. The only reason why it's not succeeding, because it should have succeeded. You're looking at the quality of code, how eloquently it's written. The only reason why it's not succeeding is because the code is specifically designed for ships, and you're in a suit. It's it's like trying to use fucking JavaScript to put a bug inside Python. You know what I mean? So it's literally just the wrong language. But this is so eloquently written. You're like, oh my god, I should be dead right now.
I should be dead. Yeah, I should be dead.
And it's funny because again with the critical success, what you're seeing is the code is almost instantly realizing that it's using the wrong code. And it's starting to like learn and change, and you can see that happening. Yeah, critical success tells you this. You're furiously typing. Everybody, literally everybody, looks over at it. The one alliance person pulls out a gun and starts aiming it at her.
Oh, really?
Yep. He's like,
immediately fucking Entourage draws her sword.
Yeah.
She doesn't like, of course, to everyone else, it just looks like she's getting like a flashlight out, of course, because she hasn't done the blade.
Is this
But,
the racist guy?
this is the racist guy.
Yeah, she just like battle stances at that, like pointing at him,
Mhm.
Oh, Cracks.
like a fucking leopard on
Okay.
the ground.
Hold on. I'm sure you're all very excited to do something. But what do we do when we want to do something?
Roll initiative.
That's right. So highlight your token and roll initiative.
Okay.
Cracks might just flat out charge.
You thought we wouldn't get any combat today. You were wrong. Combat
Oh, I
against
guess-
our teammates.
People are going slow.
Oh.
He's
By
not
the
gonna
way-
go slow.
Whoever wrote token first next to the initiative button, fantastic.
That was me.
It's such a good idea, right?
Such a good idea.
I did it over a roll for it as well. I was like, just so you guys remember. Because everybody makes that mistake. All right. So,
We both run critical failures on initiative.
I'm just gonna go over there and I'll be fine.
it's okay. This isn't like Everon where like there's huge changes
Right.
for this. And initiative's cool because it's
Initiative's
just a
way
D8. So it's just a D8. You're not rolling anything like grandiose. All right, let me just click on a person. Let's see for what's his face there.
You haven't named these guys, have you?
What's his name? What's his name? Clark. For Clark, I'm going to use Rockwell's old piece.
There's Clark, there's Racist, there's Whiny, and then there's Regular.
And then for the regular people, I'm going to use Lena's old piece. And for racist, I'm going to use...
Why are all your initiatives
mine?
under my name?
Yeah.
It's
They're
because he's
all
probably
under,
using
Winnie.
her sheet. It doesn't matter.
Is that fine? Okay.
Oh, really? They're showing up in your name?
Probably because
They
we're
all-
both using the
on the
NPC sheet.
Oh, no.
Ah.
You're not using NPCs anymore. I'm using NPCs. You're using Winnie. But what happens is I just need to literally need to reload roll 20. Not a big deal.
You probably have it on the drop down changed.
All right.
Oh, that's why. It's actually right here. It says it literally
Yep.
right here. This needs to say NPCs. NPCs.
So who goes first?
I knew exactly what it was.
Racist man
Racist goes
first.
All right, let me change the drop
We're all
down.
dead.
Okay, so racist person goes first. So
Fuck
as this happens, he draws his gun and he's like, "I knew she was up to no good," and then like starts firing away at her. Luckily,
That's so mean.
Don't shoots first, ask questions later. No
Luckily,
respect. No respect. No
Nice.
grace.
where's the attack bonus is? Okay, there we go. Luckily, he has penalties to his roll because he is not doing very well at all. So
I was gonna say he hasn't even got any medical treatment. He's fucked.
0.
Oh wow.
I rolled a natural 1 and applied penalties. I rolled a 0 with this guy. Oh God, he rolls so poorly. He shoots one of his friends.
Oh.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
shit!
Oh no.
He is not worthy of the Carmine name in the turn order.
Is it
No.
Is
Is
it Clark?
it weakling or normal?
Or Clark?
Or
He,
Clark?
he doesn't shoot Clark. He shoots one of the other guys, one of the nameless ones. All right, here we
Weakling
go.
or original?
Oh, the other two were just kind of. Oh, there was the
Yes,
one
but
the
we're
one that
naming
likes
them.
the white
Racist, weakling, and regular.
racist weakling in Letcher, the one that likes you.
Oh yeah.
So he
Yeah.
shoots Letcher, Letcher's shields should have stopped the attack. Letcher didn't know this, but Letcher doesn't have shields. The attack was not stopped. The bullet hits the armor, and the guy drops. Because for some reason he doesn't have shields up. He shoots his friend, and his friend dies right there. It's, and because the force of the bullet throws him backwards, however, his feet are magnetically sealed to the ground, so his body just like bends in this awkward way, breaking his ankles on the way down. And that guy lies dead. The one that found all these characters attractive is now lying dead on the ground. Next person up is Cracks.
It's what
Cracks.
happens. Oh no! Frank died the second it was his turn. You cut out,
The
man.
virus is
Try again.
evolving.
Oh, sorry. No, Cracks is charging.
Okay, go right ahead. Cracks is doing his charge attack. Just looking at something really
What would
quickly.
that be under?
Shocking assault. Nope. Thick hide. Nope.
Oh, no,
so
you have.
It's going to be your Omni Blade ability. But don't you have a special ability when you charge, or did I take that off of Krogan?
I think you took that off.
Okay, I was like, you have too many abilities. Take it away.
Oh yeah, if he's using his stick, it would be Omniblade, wouldn't it? Because Omniblade is just like weaponed melee.
Just remember, if you scroll down on the Discord, you can actually open up the Obsidian portal that houses all these rules down there. It's the Mass Effect looking key.
Oh yeah, I am actually pulling it up right now. Just
you actually do have battering ram. This attack roll is made at a +2. Yeah. It's a +2 to unarmed, and the damage is like an advanced melee.
Oh, weapon. I remember that because he charges. It's the exact same as biotic charge. You charge, but you do an unarmed attack, and then on your next turn you do like the weapon attack.
Yep.
I remember that now.
But he wants to use his weapon, which he's going to do. That's fine. So you make your attack roll. It's the green button. No, you're fine.
No, I had to scroll all the way back up.
You're fine.
No modifier. Roll.
Oh my god. So you charge.
Oh shit.
Drawing your weapon as you go. You charge at the guy, and you hit. Roll your damage, sir. 8 points of damage, which would ignore shields anyways, if there were shields. Which would ignore shields anyways. Hit his armor. Describe to me the carnage.
Ooh.
So yeah, Cracks. Oh, hi, Pistol. Hi. You heard me talk.
You're using a Kenobo.
So yeah, Cracks, like, he sees the guy draw his gun, aim at the Quarian, and he just goes, "Hurrah!" and just takes his extended Kenobo off his back, immediately activates it. As soon as the guy fires, he just starts running, swings it, probably hits the guy in like the shoulder, but he's a massive Krogan, so the guy's shoulder just breaks instantly. His collarbone breaks, and the entire side of his body just like crumples over, just against the metallic, futuristic version of a Kenobo.
Yep. Just like you said, just crumbles. He's just done. He just is wasted. And so with that, it's actually Antoire's turn. Antoire sees this guy try to shoot at Aaron's character, miss, hit his friend, killing his friend, it seems. The one that liked you. I mean, there's potential melding for more information later on. And then you see the Krogan defensively rushing over. You didn't notice?
I didn't notice that he liked me.
Oh, gotcha. You see the Krogan rushing over and just crash this guy. He falls apart under this weapon and dies. It's your turn. What do you do?
I would then, like, in a moment of thought, put the Omni sword blade hilt back in, which is kind of it's easy to get out. It's kind of hard to get in, and then draw my shock baton and like charge it so it does that little like tasey thing. No, we haven't really decided what it looks like, but it's probably an electric stick. And then just not stand up. She's kind of like any kind of acrobatics based superheroine where they're just like really close to the ground. Kind of cat-like, and she's just waiting. She actually doesn't do anything or say anything, and she looks to Clark, just like, what is happening?
Okay.
Because she figures like Cracks knows what he's doing. Cattle doesn't go to her mind immediately. She looks at Clark.
So sadly Clark is not responding yet, just because I rolled garbage for him, and so everything's kind of happening so fast.
Feels.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. She's not doing anything yet.
Everything's just kind of happening so fast. The other human who just saw he saw the discharge happen. He saw his friend die, and so he was like, what the fuck just happened? Is this person a traitor? But then he saw the Krogan rush over and crush and just kill his friend. So now he's not entirely sure what's happening, because he's like, I don't know, but I just saw my friend that I've been locked in a hole with and living on a ship with for a long time get killed by this Krogan. This Krogan must be the bad guy. I need to attack this Krogan now.
Well, no, because he saw the racist shoot his other friend.
He didn't see this shot. He's just sure the person died.
He just saw he saw everything play out, but it's one of those. He is so confused right now. Don't forget, he's also starved and thirsty and all that stuff.
Doesn't know how it started.
Wait, is this guy that scared?
But he does know that he sees that he saw the Krogan happen. So I'm actually going to make a morality check really quickly.
No, you're not eating those, puppy.
I'd be surprised if Weakling makes a morale check.
You bet.
Oh, let me do it over here. So it's going to be a morality check, and it's going to be like a tiered thing right here. So where's my mental? Here we go. Let's roll it.
Ouch.
He failed so bad. He failed so bad. You see, already says NPCs. Now I fixed it.
You thought Rick was doing bad.
He failed so
this?
bad. He goes to pull out, like he starts reaching for his like assault rifle, looking at Cracks like he's gonna kill Cracks, and then like Cracks like looks back at him with like the weapon in his hands, like because Cracks obviously sees the danger there, right? Cracks looks back at him with the weapon in the hand and like all just the viscera on the side of it and the broken body at his feet. He's like, nope, and like runs over to the door to start like trying to grab at goes over to the door. When the door doesn't open immediately, it instantly goes over to the panel and just starts like ripping at things in the panel to try to open up the door between here and just a way to get out. So, oh god, I mean, he is going to go and try to electronics the door open. Give me 1 second.
Crazy bastard's gonna kill us all.
You know, Crack just makes like the motion.
Huh?
I'm gonna say intelligence, even though he's not really being smart right now. So he goes over and starts like ripping at wires and stuff like that, trying to open the door. Luckily, he's ripping at the wrong wires and the door is not opening. But that's what he's clearly just in a panic. It's very obvious that he's in a panic and trying to get away, right? After that is going to be Winnie's turn. Winnie, you see what's happening around you. Well, you actually barely see what's happening around you. Could you roll me a perception wisdom check with a -2 because you're busy.
I'm not gonna notice any of this.
Unless you roll double sixes again.
Maybe.
So you notice, obviously, that you can hear things. You notice there's combat going on around you. There's shit going on around you. You don't notice exactly who's hitting who, what's going on, but there's very obviously combat going on around you and people freaking out. But you're busy. So what are you doing?
So this happened when I turned on the engine, right? So if I turned off the engine, theoretically this would stop, maybe?
In theory, this would stop.
In theory. So I'm just saying, like, guys, there's a cyber attack. I have shut off the engine. Hopefully that'll fix it. And I do that.
Okay. So you like head over to the computer and start trying to override and shut down the engine.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go over to do that. Roll me an electronics intelligence check, please.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good roll. You quickly realize in trying to do this that shutting off the engine is not a one-person job, it's a two-person job. And more than that, you don't have the authority to do this. This is going to be, unless you're like ripping wires out and hoping that powers things down, you don't have the authority to do this. You're going to have to override this thing with code, and it's going to take a two-person job to get this done.
It's like, Thea's like, I can't do this. I need help. The software.
So she says that, kind of like hollers that out there. That'll be end of her turn. Cattle, it's your turn.
Right, well, I am the software guy, so I'll run over and I'll try to help.
Okay.
I can actually do a decryption check for once, wow.
Yeah, there you go. And you can actually roll 3d6, drop the lowest one as well, don't you?
No, only for talk.
Oh, for talk. That's right. Cool.
Don't suck.
I can't promise a thing. So
Why
that
don't
would
you
be
make promises
intelligence.
you can't make?
Well, he's a Solarian, so.
Decryption intelligence. Okay.
It's okay.
So you get in there and you start plugging in your commands and everything, doing what you can to try to shut this thing down. You're certainly doing your job. You're getting through. You're finding the commands and everything. You're shutting things down one at a time. However, the computer is still online for now. It is finally what's his name's turn, Clark's turn, and Clark's just like, whoa, everybody, calm the fuck down. Everybody, calm down. How the hell did that bullet get through? What is going on with this computer? Cracks, put it down. Cracks. Does Cracks show like he's lowering his weapon?
Well, since the other guy's not fighting, Cracks is like, the weapon's already back on his back. He's probably looting the body.
So if he's putting the weapon away, he's like, Cracks, do me a favor. Hold him before he gets us all killed.
Cracks like looks at the body, looks at the group, looks at the guy. Nobody touch it. And he walks over towards the
What?
other guy.
Jesus.
All right, so we'll get back to Cracks in a second, and he's gonna turn to Winnie, and he's gonna say, Winnie, what is going on?
There's a cyber attack. It's trying to shut down my systems. I'm going to die. I need to get the shutdown right now.
With her saying that, now he's spoken. Now he's gonna do his action, and it was decryption. And he's also an infiltrator, so he also has specialist decryption. So he's gonna roll decryption. This is what was rolled. I mean, you know. So he's gonna look at his own suit and see, or try to find out what the fuck you were talking about beforehand. So it's +2. Takes DL1 +2. So when he goes on and starts looking at his suit, he's like, "Oh shit!" And that's gonna be kind of like the end of his turn right there. As he's going, he's looking at the code in his own suit and everything. He's just like, "Oh shit!" And that'll be the end of his turn. It is now. Well, the racist guy's dead, so take Carmine out. It's now Crax's turn. Crax, you're gonna go over and just kind of like manhandle that guy.
Oh, definitely.
So you're not trying to kill him. You're just trying to restrain him. It's actually going to be an unarmed check, unarmed
I
strength
figured
check.
I have a -2 there,
That's fine.
but
Just an unarmed strength check.
technically I have a +1 because I have strength.
Mhm.
No modifier. Go. 8.
Those landed weird. But 8.
Oh,
So you grab the guy, like around his arms or whatever, and just kind of like pull him away, and you're easily holding him together.
yeah. He like pulls him away and says like, "Grow a quad."
Is that Entourage's turn?
I slowly stand back up, walk over to Cracks, and then I jam the guy with the not Cracks. I jam the human with the stun back on. I make it look like I'm not gonna do it, and I'm just like.
You automatically hit.
Yeah.
Roll straight roll
I can't
damage.
exactly remember the rolls. I think it's a check and then they get stunned. I don't think I actually wrote it down how the stun back on works.
No, it's
Just
damage
keep
right there.
hitting him.
1d8 plus strength.
No, it's got a special effect because it's a stun back on. Oh, it always deals non-lethal damage. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, 1d8 plus strength, which is weirdly enough 1d8. She's not strong.
Okay.
Strong enough.
Drops. He's down. So he's now a limp body, and so he falls to the ground, and that's going to be that person's turn is over. So we just remove them from initiative, and now it's going to be Winnie's turn.
So yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to shut down the engine and just be like, I really need help with this.
Roll your decryption roll. You're getting help from Cattle. He's already being successful. Okay, and so you go over there and start powering down the engine as well. You guys both got 8s, and so you're technically succeeding. It's just the problem is you're not succeeding very fast. It's taking you a little bit of time. But here's the important thing. Immediately after that, Cattle, while you see her jumping over there and starting to do it, like the computer was just following all the commands you wanted it to do. And then she comes over and she's doing her commands. You kind of glance over, see it's following the commands she wants her to do. But then all of a sudden you see the computer is now no longer following the commands you wanted to do. It's like you go to click a key, you click a couple of keys just really quickly the way you usually do, and then you kind of like glance up at the you're like, wait, this isn't the commands I checked. And you look down and you see the interface beneath your fingers has completely switched around. Like literally, like the hollow commands that you're trying to give, the interface has changed and re-scrambled themselves to look like something else. It is not the same interface you were working with. And the same exact thing happens to Winnie when she looks at hers, meaning you just punched in a bunch of meaningless lines of code. Yeah. Or meaningless commands.
Tricky.
So what do you guys do? At this point in time, we can kind of fall out of initiative because you're not in combat anymore. I'm sure I'll have to have words with Cracks in a second, but we're gonna fall out of initiative. What do you guys do? And everybody else, feel free to jump in and suggest something or whatever.
I'm gonna.
I can just switch over to my Omni tool, right? And keep going because that's not going to get scrambled.
I mean,
And it can just wireless the interface.
Do you have the Black Ops computer as well?
I don't have the black slab or whatever the hell that's supposed to be.
You just have a
So
regular.
that's like 10 grand.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
I'm
no,
just
you
using
don't-
the
you
regular
don't-
engineer's Omni
Yeah,
tool.
no, never
It
mind.
wasn't
You
money.
don't
He
need that.
didn't want the illegal one.
No, that's right. You didn't need that because you're dealing with something that's open and in front of you. You can switch over to your Omni tool, yes. You most certainly can. So you just kind of like you stop doing what you do and you switch over to your Omni tool and start trying to interface it with that way. Aaron, you see that he is doing that. Roll
That's a good idea.
Roll for me a decryption check again, please, Rick. This time with a 10, you see that you are working better than so the thing was messing with your commands and whatnot. When you switch over to your Omni tool, you just start furiously typing away at the system that you know a little bit better, and you're actually doing a really good job of shutting down the systems even more. That's a really good success. Just really quickly, Frank and Ollie, what are you guys doing? Anything of note?
Looting.
Okay, Ollie?
Not looting, examining the body of Mr. Racist.
Oh yes, examining the bodies.
So I guess it looks like we're doing a very similar thing.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so what's his name's attention isn't fully on you guys because he's kind of watching what the hell's going on there and now seeing that his computer's having issues. He actually will look over to you guys and be like, did you guys notice your suit? What are you doing?
He attacked Winnie for seemingly no reason. That seems incredibly suspicious. Perhaps there is something stranger going on here. But you're right. Those bullets went right through.
My suit has no shields. Check yours.
Yeah, just like...
No shields.
Cattle would probably voice up at this point because he's already like interfaced with the virus a bit from the initial like contact and like investigating that, and be like, if this suit is hacking her suit to try and attack life support or whatever, it is reasonable to assume that the virus is also targeting our shields and other systems.
It is very possible, yeah. Frank, do you say anything?
How
do you
can
check
I
your
help?
suit? Do you what do you do?
Since everyone else shields seem to be down, Cracks is gonna be like, just no one has shields.
Okay. Do you continue looting?
Yes.
Is it obvious that you're pocketing things?
Probably.
Cracks, that's property. That's property of the Alliance military. Stealing that as theft. Taking that as theft. But then he
Not
like
stealing?
he says
That's what you're worried about right now?
he says taking that stuff's theft. But then he literally drops it after saying that and turns his attention back to. It's one of those like with the
It's
Krogan. He feels
automatic
like he's
response, yeah.
always watching a child, and so he brings his attention immediately back over to the what's going on right here, and he's going to go over to one of the consoles and start trying to like assist you guys. But as soon as he does so, once again the interface just completely changes on him, and he's like, "Oh!" and he like punches the console because.
So, hey Scott, can I work on fixing the interface problem while like they do other stuff? Like, can I work on that?
Do you want to work on the interface, or do you want to shut down the computer?
Whatever I think is gonna be more effective, I guess. But because if I'm working on the interface, then they can work on the other stuff, right? More effectively.
Theoretically, yes. If you
Theoretically?
can fix the interface, then he can jump in and assist you with the shutting down.
Okay, then I'll do that.
Okay, so you're gonna roll me a decryption to try to fix the interface.
Okay.
Don't forget to.
Yep, I did the thing.
Okay,
this
cool.
time.
So you're working on it, hacking away at it and everything, trying to fix the interface, and you do successfully do so. You are able to change the interface back to the way that it was beforehand, and even put up a couple of security measures to slow down the chances of that being changed back. And so, Cattle, you notice that she does this. You can actually go back from your Omni tool to the computer, which is a more direct line, if you choose to do so.
Would the direct line be more beneficial?
You think so? I mean, it's designed for it.
Yeah, in that case, I'll switch back.
Okay, so you're gonna roll for me that one. Roll for me your third check. Okay, so you go over there and you're trying to get things done. You think the reason why you're not able to get this done is because somebody stopped helping on the other side, stopped helping with the interface. But you notice that because she had fixed this. So I don't know, maybe you want to suggest it to Clark or.
Yeah, I'd probably get Clark to like get back on here with me, and like we'll continue working on it.